Yo guys, what's up? Zach Hudson bringing you another video, bringing you kind of like an initial review and initial mods of a Tbr7 that I picked up 2021. We got disc brakes up front and the disc brakes in the back. So you know it's one of the newer models because the older models came with drum brakes in the rear, and I honestly don't even know if they make those anymore. Like if you could even order one and get it like that. But yeah, let me kill this key real quick so we don't kill the battery. So if you pick one of these up, my first suggestion would be heading over to eBay, or I guess eBay or Amazon, and picking up some jets for it. I can throw these in the description if y'all want. I think it's like 10 bucks for this pack of jets. I took a 110 and put it in the main. That's all I did to it. I've played with the idle adjuster, but other than that, that's all I've done. I took my Dremel and slotted. There's 3 screws on the bottom, both corners up front, and one in the back. I think is right. That might be your mixture screw in the back, or they're both right there in the back. But I took and slotted those, and you can just take them out with a flathead once you slot the security screws. Also, I would highly recommend a new spark plug because the one they send you from factory is trash. So I picked up this E3. I can also leave that in the description if y'all would like. But other than that, those are 2 main mods I've done so far. I haven't really done much. I've got some mirrors from one of my old bikes that I'm going to throw on here. And I want to, a lot of people replace this boot. I don't know if they replace the whole wire or just the boot for the spark plug, but I think I might go ahead and do that. The only other mod I've done is I took the silencer out of the exhaust instead of buying a whole new exhaust, and I think it sounds pretty good just with the silencer out of it. All you gotta do really is come back here, and you're gonna take these 3 screws out right here, and that pops off, and the silencer literally just pulls out once you take this shroud off right here. But just in case, your plate bracket back here, at least in Tennessee, with the Tennessee plate, the holes do not line up. So I don't know if I'm gonna drill and make these holes a little wider, or what I'm gonna do to get my plate to stay on here right, because right now it's zip tied, as you can see. It flops around. But I don't know if it's that bad because it's kind of tight with the zip ties back there, but I'd say these bikes tend to vibrate quite a bit. So I'd say it shakes around for sure. But I think tomorrow I'm gonna change these fork oils because I was riding today and trying to pull up on some wheelies, and the front wheels slamming back down these forks. You can probably push on the handlebars and these forks bottom out. I've seen videos of people emptying them out, and there's not fork oil in these forks. So I think I'm gonna pick up some tomorrow and replace the fork oil. It does come with LED turn signals, but the headlight is not an LED for some reason. Fancy little hand guards. Honestly, for the price you pay, I think if you bought this and at least did your valves, change the oil, and jet the carb, I think you'd be pretty happy with it. I ripped the silencer out because loud bike, why not, right? I took the decals off because I wasn't a fan of blue, but the only color options are white, green, and blue, so I went with white, ripped the decals off. Might paint or wrap it. Haven't really decided on that. I've thought about picking up some new foot pegs for it. Actually, I had the fiance on here today. On the back. Wasn't bad having a passenger on the back like most supermotos or dual sports. I've heard a lot of them don't come with your rear brake Clevis, I think is what it's called. And it's got an R key in the back. People recommend to change that out with a cotter pin or something because these are prone to falling out and losing this. which I think if you hop on the Facebook groups, on the TBR7 groups or the Chondo Rogers groups, there is a guy on there that machines those, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I want to change the handlebars out for sure. Not a big fan of this. Think I'm gonna get some fat bars from Pro Taper or something like that. But yeah, I mean, for $1,500 shipped to your house, you can't really beat it. Then plus whatever you pay in taxes and registration fees and stuff like that. But I'm gonna hop on here. I'm 6'1", 6'2", about 250, 260. And y'all can see what I look like on it, and I'll start it up and y'all can hear that. Let me set the camera up and then I'll show y'all so you can get an idea of maybe what you'll look like on it if you're curious about that. It is a pretty tall bike. It's about the size of a normal dirt bike. Might be a little shorter because your seat's got a dip in it right here. But honestly, when I'm riding it, it feels pretty good. So I'll set the camera up and start it up so y'all can hear it and see what you might look like on it, or at least what I look like on it. So let me set the camera up, be right back. All right guys, so I got you all set up on Dad's truck here. I'm gonna hop on here, start it up. Hopefully it'll start first crank, since I rejected the car as it did earlier, but it's cooled off quite a bit tonight, so I don't know if it'll start first crank. Might have to turn the choke on, but we'll throw a leg over it and start it. Don't have to put the kickstand up, I just do out of habit. And we'll go no choke. Yep, we're gonna have to give her a little choke. Don't know if y'all can hear me, but this is what you look like on it. Alright, well, it died. That's how these carburetors are. You gotta wait for them to get warm and they'll stay going good. But it starts up without choke if you stay on the gas. Honestly, I never use the choke. I just turn the gas and hold it and let it warm up a little bit. But this is what y'all look like on it if you're riding it. Usually I'm more up, I guess, like this. And it's a fun little bike, man. I like it. $1,500, you can't really beat it. I've had a couple other bikes in the past. I've had a sports bike, a naked bike, and I actually had another Chinese bike. But I fell back into the dual sport. I like the dual sport. Being able to do whatever you want. It's fun to just slide around, pop wheelies, stuff like that. So we'll start it back up, see if it'll keep running. So a lot of these bikes right here, I don't know if y'all can hear me, the exhaust is kind of loud. They do come with a kickstand switch, so it won't stay running when you put the kickstand down. On my last Chinese bike, all you had to do was cut the wires and it would run. I don't remember if I had to splice them together or not. I'll show you all these turn signals real quick. Nice LED turn signal. You also have a nice LED right here in the back. There's the exhaust for you. Seems to be warming up, idling pretty good now. You got your little valve chatter even after you adjust them. That's normal on these bikes. I'm actually gonna go ahead and kill it real quick. So we'll hop on the bike real quick. Right here, this looks like bright lights because it's blue, but it's not. I don't think it is, at least. Okay, it is bright lights. You got this turns your lights completely off. you got a running light. There's your low beam. There's your high beam. A lot of people upgrade to an LED because this stock halogen headlight is not very good. We'll turn it back on. Here's your speedo. Not sure if it's accurate. I haven't tested with my phone. Broke my phone by mounting it on the handlebars, broke the camera on it, so I'm not really trying to go through that right now. Your neutral light's right there. There's also another light, but I'm not sure what that light is. There's one down here in the corner. So there's your brights. There's neutral. But it's got a gear indicator. All the way up 5 gears. If you want to switch gears while you're not started, you have to roll back and forth. So put her back in neutral. Your trip odometer right here. This is your speedo's in miles an hour for some reason, but the trip odometer is in kilometers. So it's 27 kilometers, whatever that is in miles. Comes with 2 keys. It actually comes with, you can lock the forks, of course, but then it also, you can close your ignition off like that, which I never use. This is too much of a hassle. And then on your key, you got this little lock right here. You put in this second one right there, and you can turn it to the left, and it opens it back up so you can put your key in. I mean, useful, but I never use it. Mirrors, they're all right, I guess. They like to move a lot. So, gonna take some mirrors off one of my old bikes that I got laying around here in the garage and throw them on there. I like the hand guards. It's a nice touch. Been thinking about upgrading them though, because I don't know if I really like the way they look or not. Here's your blinkers, of course, your horn, and this is actually your choke. All the way to the left, choke. All the way to the right, no choke. I like that a lot. Besides, instead of reaching down under here, fiddling with the choke, it's a lot easy. Like, say you got the choke on in the morning and you gotta go, you can't wait for it to warm up, so you ride down the street a little bit and you just flip it off right here. But yeah, guys, that's my initial review impressions of this bike. Like I said, I've done those mods. Gonna do the fork oil at least. Probably retighten my axle because I think it's just gotten a little loose over time from breaking in and stuff, riding it around. I'm not sure if I tightened it enough the first time. But yeah, guys, if you're looking at this, $1,500, you can't really beat it as long as you like to put a little elbow grease into what you're doing, because these things do not run 100% out of the box. It's definitely something you gotta tinker with a little bit. It's what I had to do with my first one too, but my first one definitely did not run as good as this one. I had the little 250 Magician. That's what it was. So, like I said before, if y'all plan on picking one of these up, I'd at least do jets, spark plug, oil valves. I would at least do that. I think I might throw some street tires on here or something soon, because I don't really ride off-road. The most off-road I really do is the gravel driveway I have. So, yeah, guys, hope y'all liked this video. If you did, I'd appreciate a sub or a like. Helps out a lot. Trying to grow the channel. Been posting video every week, guys, so really appreciate it. Y'all have a good night, day, whatever it is, wherever you are.